there, welcome back. My name is Alexis, but you can call me Lex. And I wanted to kind of go through some projects that I am about to finish or I'm starting and planning on finishing. So in this video, I'm going to be finishing up my cardigan number 9, which if you follow me on TikTok, you know that I have been working on that forever, literally since February. And it is now like May, June. So yeah, I've been working on it for a long time. Super excited to get that finished up, and I need to make my dad a Father's Day gift. So in this video, I'm going to be making my baker's hat. All of the patterns will be down below. Before we get into this video, please feel free to follow me here. It would be amazing to have you subscribed. I am new to this, but we already have 28 subscribers. That's amazing. And over on TikTok, go ahead and follow me there if short form content is more your thing. I post pretty often, and I always do Whip Wednesdays pretty much every Wednesday, with the exception of a few times I've done it on Thursday. So go ahead and follow me there. It's great to have you. Let's get into the progress. Hi there. Okay, so I am so close to finishing this cardigan. I am currently in the parking lot filming, which is a little uncomfortable. I am having dinner with my best friend. I have to, for the next 2 Wednesdays, have to go get my blood drawn each Wednesday. So I went and got my blood drawn, went and cleaned out my car to waste some time, but I still got here way too early. I have like an hour to kill before I am meeting her for dinner. So I brought my project. Yay! It is in this cute bagoo that my best friend Avery got for me. She did her bridesmaids proposal boxes, and this was the bagoo that she got me. It has cats all over it. I'm obsessed. Anyways, so I have my cardigan number 9 in here. I am currently working on, I just picked up stitches and worked the double knitting, which is like the first 5 rows of the collar, and I did 1 row of ribbing. So I think I have probably, I want to say there's like 15 ? Don't quote me on that, rows of the ribbing for the collar to do, and then I can bind off and I'm done. So I have an hour. I'm gonna see how much I can get done in that time. I'm going to probably just listen to an audiobook and chill. I also have a crochet project that I brought, so if I don't want to work on the cardigan anymore, I can work on that. So yeah, that is everything. But I will keep you updated, so let's get to it. Okay, I did it, but just barely. My friend is literally about to be here in like 1 minute, but I finished the collar. The only thing I have to do is bind it off, which I will either do later tonight if I get home in time, just depending on when I get home, or tomorrow, and then I get to block it. You guys, I am so excited. This is the first project that I have finished besides the very first sweater. So this is my second knitting project ever that I am going to actually finish. I am so excited, but I am starving. I'm hungry. So I'm gonna go enjoy ramen with my bestie, and I'll catch you later. Hopefully binding off, and then we will get this sucker blocked. And I am still just waiting for the buttons. So we'll also go through that process too, but people with blue eyes be like, anyways, I don't know what that was. Bye. Okay, so here is a sweater pre-blocked, pre-buttons. So I know it looks like a little small probably, but this is the large size, so like I'm really not worried. Definitely like it just needs to be stretched, to be honest, I think is the thing. And then I also have the buttons. So I got these little wooden buttons from Hobby. So those will, I think, go with it really nicely. So this is pre-blocking. I've never blocked a piece before, but I have one of those little samples of the Eucalyptus wash. So I'm gonna try that, and I'm gonna take you on the journey with me, but I literally cannot believe that I made this with my own 2 hands. How exciting. Okay, so let's block this sucker. Okay, hi there friends. So this week, oh my god, my face. Please don't mind my face. I was loving on our cats, and then I went and rubbed moisturizer all over my face, and so my face is splotchy and irritated, which is super annoying. So I'm gonna hope that goes down while I'm out. I guess I'll just look crazy. Okay, so this week is the weekend before Father's Day. So next weekend is Father's Day. And I remembered that my dad wanted a beanie in like a dark gray color. And so I thought, hey, let me challenge myself to make a beanie in a week, which I know doesn't seem like much of a challenge, but somebody just drove by. I know it doesn't seem like much of a challenge, but it'll be a little bit of a challenge for me, just me personally. So I am having lunch with him next Sunday. So I have 6 days to complete this. So we're gonna go to the yarn store. Unfortunately, the yarn store does not open until noon. It's just now noon, and it's about a 40-minute drive from me. So I'm gonna hit the road. There's another car passing. I feel stupid. I have a Dr. Pepper Zero. Never really was much of a Dr. Pepper girly, honestly, because it kind of has like a cherry taste to it, and I don't like cherries. But I kind of get down with Dr. Pepper Zero, I'm not even gonna lie. I haven't had any caffeine yet today, so I just need something. So I had that in my water, and we're gonna go do that. So first though, I need gas. So let's stop and get gas, and then I'll take you to the yarn store with me. Okay. Okay, we're back. So I did not really film much in there. It was actually really, really busy today. And I just didn't want to like look weird filming. So I did not film for very long. But I did get what I needed. I was in there standing around just like looking at other yarn to buy for quite a while, but I decided no, I don't need it, and I'm also getting a little hangry, so I needed to get up out of there. But I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna do like a quick little yarn haul with you. So I kept it real simple. So this was the yarn that I went with. Focus. Okay, this is the 220 Superwash Merino from Cascade Yarns. This is 220 yards, and I only need 150 for the hat. So I got it in this kind of like heathered, oh, please focus, this heathered gray kind of black color. I think that my dad will really like it and wear it, so pretty happy there. And then I did get another, like, I can't remember if I have this at home, so I'm gonna be embarrassed if I get home and I do, but these are these 16-inch cable 4mm like cable needles. I can't remember if I have this size, this 16-inch cable size at home, but I do know that like the project calls for that size, so I went ahead and picked these up. And then I'm not confident enough to use double pointed needles, because once you get to the top of the hat, you know, it gets smaller and it gets kind of hard to like get in there. So I found these, and these are the Haya bamboo circular knitting needles. So these are also 4mm, but the little cable part that's on them is only 8 inches, so pretty tiny. So I'm thinking that maybe these will help when I get to the top of the hat, when it starts getting pretty narrow. I think that will be small enough. So, okay, I am going to run home. It's kind of getting later. We actually have like pretty severe weather coming for us later. I can't remember what it's called. It starts with like a D. God, can I remember what anything is called? Great question. Just like my mind is blank apparently. So it starts with a D, but it's like really, really high winds. It's not gonna be tornadoes, but it will have like the wind mile per hourage of a tornado. So it's gonna be like, they're saying right now anywhere from like 60 to 100 mile per hour winds and possible hail and stuff like that. So I'm gonna get home. I also have a call with my best friend's sister-in-law. We are doing some planning for her bachelorette party, so I also got to get home and do that. So let me pick up lunch real quick. Let's get home, and I'm going to prep our house as much as I can, like pick up all the stuff outside and try and kind of like hunker outside things down, because we've never gone through this before, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous for any like possible house damage, but it's out of my control. It is what it is. Especially living in Texas, like what are you gonna do? But it is blistering outside right now. It is so hot. My car says 91. It feels easily like 100, and we're not even at peak summer season. Like every year it gets worse. Climate change is real. I can attest, it's real. And so yeah, I'm just like, I'm getting hangry. I need to eat something. I need to get out of this heat, and I gotta go get my house in order, and then I'll come back and let's see if we can start this project together. I'd love to get it done, so let's do that. I'll catch you later. Bye. So this is about how far I got earlier. I got probably about 3 or 4 rows into the ribbing that it starts with, and I have to do this for 3 inches. So it's about Love Island time. We have a pretty bad storm rolling through, so I'm just gonna try to get done what I can get done tonight and see how far I make it, but I'm definitely gonna knit during Love Island, so for sure. I'll catch you tomorrow. Jump scare, honestly. This is like, I don't know if I'm gonna make this a part of the vlog or not, but I just did. So at my gym, they introduced a High Rocks training thing. Like High Rocks is like I don't have like the official description or knowledge about it, so please don't quote me on this. But it's kind of like a HIIT competition, I guess, kind of thing. I've seen a lot of people competing in it on TikTok. But they built a dedicated thing in our gym, and so to start getting people to try it, they are doing like, you can do a certain set of like free High Rocks classes. And my husband and my brother-in-law they've done like 2 of them now, and they really wanted my sister and I to try it. So today we did. It's a Monday. I was planning on doing back today, but we ended up doing the High Rocks class. Holy cow. Like, I know I kind of look red right now. I looked like a naked mole rat that had a sunburn. Straight up red. I also, like, I think I may have a bit of asthma. I'm just like realizing, like, I'm probably shaking you. I think I have a bit of asthma. Even with some cardio, I wheeze. I've never gotten like, whatever. I'm a mouth breather too, so it's a little hard for me to like self-regulate my breathing, especially in high intensity stuff and cardio. So anyways, I was wheezing. I honestly thought I was gonna throw up, not gonna lie. But we made it through. It was really hard, but I'm glad I did it. I'm treating myself to some Chipotle. Oh my god, this vlog is gonna make me sound like I eat absolutely terrible because I had one burger yesterday. I don't, I swear, but my husband is out and I don't want the meals to be leftovers that we're gonna have for the week, but we eat pretty healthy. I swear it. You still see it. It's, yeah, I promise. So I'm just treating myself to some extra protein. Yeah, when I get home in the shower, watch some Love Island and continue knitting. I made it probably about maybe 2 to like 2¼ inches into the into the initial ribbing on the hat that I'm working on. So I will continue to work on that tonight. I'll probably get the ribbing completely done, and then we can start working in stockinette and go ahead and get this hat all done up. I'm still trying to figure out if I'm gonna have to block it. I would assume you have to block all knits, but I don't know, so I'm gonna have to do some research on that. I've kind of put all of my other projects to the like wayside so I can get this done for my dad for Father's Day, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, just checking in, being real. This is how I look after almost dying, and I'm about to start my period and I felt like I was gonna vomit, but I didn't. I guess that's what this is gonna end on. So it's the next day. I ended up not knitting it all last night. I just honestly wasn't feeling up to it, so I just laid in bed and watched Love Island. That High Rocks class really took it out of me, and then obviously I'm just kind of losing steam for the month, so I didn't really knit, but I did knit a little bit today on my lunch break. So I got through the first 3 inches of ribbing that you start out with, and then you do a round of knitting, and then you do 2 more inches of ribbing before you start just full on knitting in the round. So I am probably maybe half an inch into that next 2 inches of ribbing. So that's what I'm going to be working on. Tonight's plans are exactly like yesterday or last night's, to watch Love Island, lay in bed, and knit. So hopefully I will have more updates tomorrow, but I don't normally like film most of the time when I'm in my room, just because, I'm not gonna lie, it is not clean in here. It's a mess, but also like when my husband's in here and stuff, it's just weird, and I don't want to bring a tripod in here. And anyway, so yeah. So I will catch you tomorrow, and hopefully we have some progress. Thursday, I ended up not really working on the project at all after work yesterday. I worked on it a little bit before work, and I did get to the just knitting in the round part. So this is what we're looking like right now. So I only have about 2 or 3 more inches until I can start doing decreases. I was hoping to have this done by tomorrow, by Friday, but it's probably looking more like Saturday because I've gotten a little bit busier at work, so I am not able to work on this at all like during lunch or anything. So but yeah, I'm gonna keep working on it, watching Lista Last Stardew stream. She's doing Stardew Valley Expanded, and then I'm gonna go lay in bed and knit and watch Love Island. So you know the nightly routine. It was so hard not having Love Island last night. I have so many opinions, but I'll keep them to myself for now. Okay, I'm gonna keep working on this. Okay, hi there. We are all done with my baker's hat. I know it has been a second since I like filmed. I kind of like jumped in time a little bit. Unfortunately, Thursday night I was in bed working on the baker's hat for my father when I got a call, and my dad had been rushed to the emergency room. Unfortunately, he got in a cycling accident. A dog attacked him, and he ended up with a concussion that caused a small brain bleed and a fractured like arm, elbow. So it was a long night. I worked on it a little bit at the hospital, but realized I just didn't have, I didn't bring all the stuff I needed to work on it. So I finished it Friday. I finished it Friday. It looks so good. Let's see if I can get kind of an up close. It'll stop focusing on me. It looks so nice. I am so proud of this. It looks so good. I'm gonna try it on for you real quick just to see, because I'm about to pack up his gift. So this is what it looks like. It looks so cute, you guys. It looks so cute. It turned out so good. I do have 2 more of these to make this year. I did promise both my mother-in-law and father-in-law that I would make them some beanies for Christmas, so I already have the yarn for that. I think it was in my very first yarn haul on this channel, so I'm super loving it. I think this like heathered dark gray is so cute and so pretty. Count how many times I say cute in this video. Count them. It's gonna be insane. So that's what this is looking like. I lightly blocked it last night. I basically just kind of spritzed it down with some water. I had just like a little water sprayer, question mark. I don't know why I can't think of the words for that. I did that last night and then put it on some blocking mats, basically just to try and get it to just like lay a little bit nicer when it's not on the head. Like I think on the head it looks perfect, but it also gave it a little bit more room to kind of stretch. So it's looking great. I'm so happy about this. My father is doing really well. Unfortunately, he was forgetting a lot of his short-term memory while he was in the hospital. So like he asked, you know, like, how's the bike? What does my helmet look like? How's my helmet? Did they cut off my jersey? And he was kind of asking that on repeat, like every 20-ish minutes or so. But he got sent home at 6 a.m. the next morning after 2 CAT scans. The brain bleed did not go any further, luckily, so it should heal on his own, and his memory is doing a lot better. I called him the next day and he was resting at home. He has a sling, and his memory was kind of starting to come back. Like, he said he knew I was there in the hospital with him, but couldn't quite remember all the things that happened. He just knew I was there, or you could just remember I was there. So I'm really excited to give this to him today. It's weird. Like, sorry, I'm like going off on a tangent, but I feel like this is important. It's weird to like grow up. I'm in my 20s. You know, it's weird to grow up and kind of realize that like your parents aren't like infallible, I guess is the word. I'm not gonna cry, but like it's very strange, and I hate that thought. And so I drove like an hour and a half to get there at like 9 o'clock at night, just because it's just rough. So anyways, this Father's Day is extra important. I am remembering to cherish my parents and be very thankful for all they have done for me, and being able to craft something with my own 2 hands feels good. It feels important, and it feels nice, and it feels like it's from the heart and extra special. So my nose is starting to run because I was kind of starting to cry there. Anyways, I'm really proud of this project. Thank you so much for sticking around. Hopefully I will see you again soon, and we'll keep working on my summer lotus blouse that I am still working on. I also have possibly a video about some of the knits that I'm really excited about. I'm kind of thinking about filming that soon, so let me know if that's something anyone, literally one person, would want to see, because I'll do it. So thank you all so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.